Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Pisces. Pisces, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Pisces, let's get started. All right, so your person's energy, we see, okay, the Judgment card showing up in reverse, Aries, Scorpio energy. Your energy, the Ten of Cups. All right, and what's going on between the two of you, the Magician showing up in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy. And we have Capricorn here with the Devil. So some of you, your person has decided to put an end to a karmic situation, a karmic cycle, some bad behaviors here. I do think this person may be low-key obsessed with you, Pisces. I feel like they're very tempted by you. They're very attracted to you. But they may be worried here that regardless, they don't stand a chance here. Okay, now it could be somebody you're in separation from, but it could also be someone here that is a secret admirer here who's just doubting whether or not, whether or not they can win you over or they can win you back. All right, so we see the Judgment card in reverse though. They're worried that they don't have a chance. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and that's why they're a little bit hesitant here to commit to asking you out, reaching out, trying to heal things. They're viewing you as the Magician card, Virgo, Gemini energy, so they see you as somebody who basically checks all of their boxes, Pisces, has everything they want or they could need. You're showing up as the Ten of Cups. Some of you could be in another relationship, but for a lot of you, I just feel like you're in a very good place, Pisces, and I feel like I really hope I didn't call you Capricorn, because I started to do your reading and I was calling you Capricorn, and then I'm not surprised that we have the major arcana for Capricorn showing up. So there could be something in the Capricorn reading for you. Maybe some of my Pisces out there, you do have Capricorn in your chart. If I did call you Capricorn at some point in this reading, just know that I know I'm in the Pisces reading, okay? But some of you, I feel like my Pisces, you're in a very happy place. I feel like you're looking for stability, security, commitment, somebody to build a legacy with, somebody to build and grow with. So it feels like you're in the right vibration. But with the World in reverse, okay, there may be something here that needs to come to an end before you consider anybody or anything else. You may feel like you have unfinished business here with this person. Some of you, they've decided to put an end to their play or ways is kind of what I'm getting. And you're kind of waiting to see it, like, is that really going to happen? Will their actions back up their words? Some of you may be at a distance from this person. Of course, it could be emotional distance. It could be physical distance. But you're viewing them as the Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. So you're currently viewing this person. They could be around you in some capacity, or maybe you're just checking them out online. But with this Temperance energy, I think you see that this person is healing either bad behaviors or addictions. Like they're kind of on the up and up here is what I'm getting. So I do think there's a part of you that does consider this person or want to consider this person or this connection because of that. Now, what's going on between the two of you? Now, there could have been some misunderstandings, a separation or argument during this recent Mercury retrograde, which I don't know about for you guys, but for me, it was a complete doozy. But with the Magician in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy, it also tells me that right now there's not a lot of action, not a lot of communication here. They're viewing the relationship as the Devil, Capricorn energy. So this person may be worried that there is or there has been something toxic here or too toxic to resolve, and most likely it's coming from them, right? But I also see with the Devil card that this person still really is like low-key obsessed with you. They're very attracted by, to you. They're very tempted by you, Pisces. And you're viewing the relationship as the Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting because my Pisces, it does seem like you are open to working on this, provided that there have been some necessary changes or they're meeting you halfway. But you are in the Fool energy, Aries in reverse. So you might be like, maybe I'm foolish for feeling this way, but my heart is telling me that, to see if they've healed, if they've changed. But I also see you're not going to rush into anything either. Like, you're definitely going to be very hesitant here about, moving forward with this person. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about them. All right, ghosting. So maybe this person has gone quiet right now or ghosted you. Daredevil. See, we get all this devil energy, but I do think this is them, maybe, they might be a Capricorn. But they may have risky behavior that you are taking a look at, right? That's holding you back from moving forward with them, because this is definitely risky behavior. But again, they might also take a risk or take a leap of faith and come towards you. Yeah, because this person absolutely wants to try again here, Pisces. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we need to know here about them. What else do my Pisces need to know about this person? Okay, you make them very happy. All right, they want things to be light and playful again with you. And love. Yeah, this person is, for some of you, this person is working on healing addictions, or they're really learning that they need to love themselves first. But they definitely have affection, attraction, and passion for you, Pisces. That has not gone away. All right, so let's see your advice and guidance. Yeah, coffee cup. So you might want to take more of a friends first approach here, Pisces. But I do think that, if you do meet and converse with this person, I do think you're going to see some positive changes. You're going to be feeling uplifted. And see, there you are, Pisces. See, you are open to some sort of new beginning. You're open, you're recognizing that there's possibility for transformation and growth here, or potential renewal. Okay? All right. So, just make sure that this person's actions are matching their words. But I think you are going to see, you're going to see growth and change here with this person. All right. What do we need to know about them that might be holding them back? Unsocial. You need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone, okay? Or maybe this person has some antisocial tendencies, or, a bit of social anxiety here. And we get fear of touch. Okay, so interesting. So you don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. Okay, so again, they might have trouble with real intimacy is what I'm getting here. Let's see what they want to say to you, Pisces. What do they want to say to my lovely Pisces, please? Third party, there were other things that got in the way of us being together. Other things, this doesn't say other people. Now, obviously, it certainly can be other people. Romantic rivals would be, on the top of that list, but it could also be friends, it could be family, it can be addictions, it can be work, it can be distance. And we see broken. Yeah, I feel shattered about this situation. So they're definitely feeling it here, Pisces, in a very big way. All right, so let's go ahead and see what are their very next actions towards you. What are their very next actions towards my Pisces? Death card, transformation, Scorpio energy, and Judgment card, making a decision to transform things. So again, if they're in that ghosting energy or they've been quiet, that might be what they're transforming. They're changing. They're making some sort of major decision, and they may be ending something toxic or karmic on their end is kind of what I'm seeing. But for some of my Pisces, it may take some time. Okay, it may take some time here because I do think that they're a little bit concerned that you're not going to give them a chance, or you're not going to give them an opportunity. All right, especially if there's been an ending, they're doubting whether or not they're going to get another chance with you. All right, so they may sort of stew in that energy for a little bit and, obsess. But I do see them coming towards you, okay, at some point in time. It may be in Capricorn season, okay, which is, right around, the 23rd, 24th of December and, into January. All right, let's see. What advice and guidance do we have here for my Pisces? Compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break, instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend to yourself. I always like to add that here. Be a loving comforter who always has your own back. Yeah, so be compassionate first and foremost to yourself. You may be being asked to be compassionate towards this person, provided they deserve that, right? So Pisces, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.